Hello, good morning, and welcome to Friday, the 27th of June. I would like to pay my respects to the spirits of the land here where it is amazing. It is freezing. I did get up and light the fire straight away, but it was sort of still warm from last night. But yeah, it's cold. But I don't need to be saying that because you're all experiencing it too. All right, we have got a day, guys. We've got a day. All right, so Mercury is now in Leo. Raw. All right, so Mercury is in a place now where he's not just calm and thinking about his feelings. He's like, that. I'm just gonna roar. So I love this. All right. And because he's just been going through Cancer, which, oh, actually, he's in fall. I'm looking at my little thing here. He's in fall. So he's not. Okay, what? Okay. I had a feeling that when Mercury had gone through Cancer and his cup was very full, he was going to end up in Leo and shouting like Superman. Good morning, Domi. It looks like Facebook's working today. Um, but then I've just looked and it says that it's in fall. So, he might still be feeling a little bit sensitive, but you know what? I disagree. I think that Mercury in Leo is now giving you the ability to talk from the heart. There we go. All right. So, um, he is feeling like Superman, even though that says he doesn't. Good morning, Sam. How are you? Good morning, Heather. How are you? All right. So now, um, today's words, guys. Today's words. All right. What are the things you actually want to be doing? What helps your thoughts feel calm, clear, and a little bit less self critical? What lights you up so much that you find yourself saying, yes, please, universe, or more of that, please, universe? Today's mission, should you choose to accept it, is to pull out that imaginary or maybe a real, where's mine? Real list. Here we go. Of all the things that you want. Be very, very specific. And what's that? You don't have one? Well, that is your job today, to start the list and whisper to the sky that you're allowed to want what you want. Good morning, Helen. Hello, Louise. How are you? So, yes, today, all right, so because I've been thinking about this, I watched, this is actually inspired off um, Denise Duffield Thomas. I was watching her live last night, and she's got one on now, which I just jumped into quickly. However, she was talking about, the specificity of the things that we ask for. So she uses an analogy that, you ring up the pizza shop and you're like, I want a pizza. And you leave it at that. Like, so you say you're doing the same thing to the universe. Like you're like, I want $100,000 a year. But you don't say with ease, or I want it to come suddenly and unexpectedly with no one harmed, or you know what I mean? Like, it's that specificity of the things we're asking for. Okay, so I'm putting a couple of things together here today. All right, so ADHD brain is off its head. So just come, stick with me, guys. Stick with me. All right, so also we've just moved into this quarter of the year. All right, so we have a new 12-week cycle just started. Okay, because the sun is still only at 5 degrees of Cancer. All right, so we've only just moved in there. Now, if you're using things like the 12-week year, or the fact that, like I said, we've got this new quarterly planning cycle just started. We've had the new moon. We've thought about the things that we wanted. We've sat in those feelings. Now Mercury is in Leo. How about we get some lists happening? All right. So today we have the moon is going to come up and conjunct Mercury. All right. Awesome. Because we're sitting here up until 4:06 when the moon moves into Leo. All right. So this most of the day is the Cancer moon. So here we are. We're sitting and we're like, what do I want? What's going to make me feel good? Even if you're at work, just pondering these possibilities, all right? And have a little notebook that you can just jot shit down in, all right? So Then later on in the day, the moon is going to be trine Saturn. Awesome for planning. All right, so this is another one where now in the sky, Mercury is trine Saturn Neptune. All right, so that's planning for these dreams to become reality. Remembering that with Saturn and Neptune in Aries, it's about how can I be better, or what disciplines do I need to be my best version, and also how can we fit that, um, these are the things I'm willing to fight for in there, that passion, that belief. These are the things I believe in, and I will do my best to make them a reality. All right, so all right, so the moon is also, there's a lot of things happening today. It is sextile Uranus in Taurus, all right? So that gives us that little bit of a shake. It's only the 7th. So what have we got? 30 days. So in 10 days, Uranus is going to move into Gemini. All right, so this is big because, we're moving. I mean, you'd be feeling it now anyway, but you're moving into a very specific mindset shift. All right, so while we're sitting here feeling, planning, pondering, but well, like I said in the words, what are the things that make you feel good? Good morning, Kathy. What are the things that make your thoughts calm? Where are those ones that, like for me, astrology, life's obsession, could talk about it 24 hours a day. Most of you people that know me know I do. All right. My brain just ticks along nicely when I'm dreaming of the planets. What is your thing? All right. What's that thing that makes you calm and confident? All right. I know I've gone past the 12-week things, but I'll go back. All right. So the moon is also trine Neptune, opposing Pluto, and square Chiron. All right. So as you can see, there's bumps, there's planning, there's shifts and changes, there's beliefs, there's truth. That opposition to Pluto, like the moon's just looking into the depths. They're going, all right. Well, so what are all these feelings? Like, let's get real. Remembering Mars is in Virgo. Mars is in the space where we're thinking and analyzing and healthcare and self care. And he's being very driven. We're digesting life. All right, so there's a square to Chiron. So we're also going, that is ouchy. Been there, done that. Don't need to do that shit anymore. Why? Additionally, because Mercury is now act like he's gone from feeling first and then thinking to process. He's now leading from his heart. All right, so I love all of these things for today. Now the sun is still sextile Mars. All right, so it's like, so like we are in this nurturing space. We're being very protective of ourselves and other people. We're looking out for our family. We're looking, we always talk about that ancestry, that sextile. Even Venus in Taurus, all right, where she's all nice and comfy and warm, is trine to the south node. So this is offering opportunities for us to release those South Node Virgo things. Like our cup is empty as far as our self-care and service to ourselves and others and all of those sort of things. All right, so she's looking at that going, well, she's also sextile to the North Node. All right, so I can use this cup up here, this North Node, which is in Pisces, which is my spirit, those things I believe in, my spirituality, my subconscious thinking, like all of that. Add in ancestry. All right, we're getting a sort of pattern here. All right, now with the planning part of it, um, we often have so many freaking things on our plate. It's like a charcuterie board. If I Sorry if I butchered that, but like one of those boards where you've got all the things. You've got the salamis, the cheeses, the dried fruit, the nuts. Like you've got all the things, and you're like, oh my god, there's too many things. So with this 12-week planning, I'm going to be talking about this in the group today. Like, so if you want to do any astro coaching or this type of thing, um, um, we're looking at the next 12-week block as far as you're concerned. Like, okay, so, all right, again, brain, calm down. All right, charcuterie board, too many things. So, my plan for today is picking 3 things only. All right, I'm only going to focus on three things for the next 12 weeks because I have so many ideas, I get nothing done. I've got so many brilliant ideas and I get nothing done because there's too many and then I can't grab them and I can't process. And like I got the 6 week one done. Good morning, Simone. How are you? Excellent. I woke feeling passionate about my future plans. Yay, Louise! Okay, so back to the whole catching things that are meaningful, planning in blocks of things that you can manage. All right. So when I said to Natasha, I need like she was my accountability person. She was my person that helped me complete a project manager. That's what she was. And we're still doing that. But you know what I mean? Like I had to specifically go, this is what I want to do. This is what I generally do. Can you help me actually complete a task? Going back to the 12-week thing, which is try grabbing three things only that are meaningful to you so you don't have all of these other distractions and just focus on that for 90 days. We've got 85 more days, all right? So going back to that whole 12-week year, that guy was brilliant or is brilliant, all right? So rather than having yearly goals, have smaller 12 weekly goals, and then you fit so much more in because you're not looking for larger blocks of time. You're minimalizing and doing what can I do today? That what's one step that I can do towards this goal that I have, not all the goals that I have, just this specific thing. That was very, very, very large. But anyway, so what are the things, awesome, Simone, that's so good. What are the things that you are working on in this first quarter? All right. So, and also remembering that, okay, so now I'm going to go to Moon moves into Leo at 4:06 p.m. All right. So then we're going to have that. What am I proud of myself for? Here we are in this nurturing space. We're trying to make ourselves feel good. How about feeling good because we've already accomplished things in the past? So where am I proud of myself already? All right. And speaking from the heart. All right. Ba, ba, bum, ba. So yeah, your mission today is to have a list that you can pull out of your pocket and be very specific to the universe and say, yes, please, universe, this is what I want. All right, so you know what? I'm going to draw one of these cards today. I know the moon's gonna in Cancer right now. It is a water sign, so maybe, but they were like very, nope, it's us today. So very much this. I'm just feeling this transformation. The new moon is now, it's hours and hours old, maybe 24. Hang on, 30 hours old. Anyway, the fact is, it's now growing, and we're able to actually see some light from it. So maybe that opposition to Pluto, asking you to look into the depths. Where are you feeling uncomfortable? There's that, sextile to Uranus in Taurus. Venus is there, she's in a trachydax with a bra off over there in Taurus. Going, yeah, no, I don't need those things anymore, All right, stop talking. This one. Oh, selling out. She looks like she's been feasting on Lestat there, but anyway, let's have a look. So this is card number one. Oh, there we go. Card number one. Okay. Okay. Where in your integrity and inner strength are being severely tested. You have an opportunity to act with either fear or love. Where in your life are you selling out or acting out of integrity? Are you in a job that you hate? Are you living in a toxic environment and making yourself sick in the pursuit of financial security? This card asks you to find the courage to stand up for your convictions and take steps towards doing what you love. Hello, Jackie. Selling out is linked to the shadow aspect of the prostitute archetype. When you connect to this archetype, you can examine your fears around survival, power, responsibility, and success. A little bit of Lilith there. On the lighter side, though, the prostitute can lead you to your freedom, self expression, choice, and love. All right, so the action for this one is to choose whether you will use your power, talents, and abilities for selfishness or for a higher good. So yeah, just take this one, then it goes into taking deep breaths and focusing on how you're feeling. And I agree, that moon in Cancer is still very connected to the body. Um, but yeah, like we're shifting into a more comfortable with self-expression space. So bit of a longer one today. Thank you. This ADH edition has been great for me. And if you are in the coaching group, or if you're interested in the coaching group, chuck me a message and I can talk to you about it. But yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.